I'm Chris Zweig. Welcome to the new season of CJ at the Movies, and I'd like to kick it off with my list of the 17 best films of 2017. That's right, because 2017 was one of the best years of the movies. I'll start with the Honorable 7, and then I'll get to the 10 best of the best.
These are the rooms we're not supposed to go in. But let's go anyway.
The Honorable 7 begins with the Florida Project, which shows us the outside world of Disneyland with a terrific cast of newcomers, including one familiar face, Willem Dafoe. Another honorable mention is War for the Planet of the Apes, one of the best conclusions of any movie trilogy in history. And then there's Get Out, the best work from writer-director Jordan Peele that will leave a chill in your spine.
So look, I go do my research. Apparently, a whole bunch of brothers been missing in this suburb. But it's cool. Bro, how you not scared of this, man?
The next honorable mention is Darkest Hour, with Gary Oldman giving an Oscar-caliber performance as Winston Churchill.
Would you stop interrupting me while I am interrupting you?
Next up, Call Me By Your Name, a beautiful romantic drama set in Italy of 1983 with Timothée Chalamet and Armie Hammer playing one of the best gay couples I've ever seen. And then there's Thor Ragnarok, the funniest and most entertaining of the three Thor films. Yes! And Kathryn Bigelow has done it again with Detroit, which keeps you involved with the city's riots during the 1960s because of its profound writing, terrific acting, and life-threatening drama.
I need you to survive the night.
Now we go to the 10 best of the best, and Baby Driver is my number 10 choice. Written and directed by Edgar Wright, the movie does a fabulous job of placing the soundtrack at the right place at the right time. This features terrific work from Ansel Elgort, Lily James, Jamie Foxx, John Hamm, and Kevin Spacey.
He had an accident when he was a kid. Still has a hum in the drum. Plays music to drown it out. And that's what makes him the best.
The countdown continues with Logan, which features Hugh Jackman's final Wolverine performance as he is placed in a dismal future with less mutants and a new generation of ones. This is a hell of a gripping conclusion. Laurie Metcalf and Saoirse Ronan form the best mother-daughter relationship of the year in Lady Bird, an entertaining coming-of-age story from writer-director Greta Gerwig.
I want you to be the very best version of yourself that you can be.
The best horror film of the year is It, which started off as a Stephen King novel, and then a miniseries, and then a freaking scary horror movie featuring a demon clown. Watching Wind River, starring Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen, makes me feel so relaxed by watching the beautiful scenery and feeling a magic vibe towards its provocative writing. Number 5, Blade Runner 2049, starring Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford, which captures the pure magic of the 1982 sci-fi classic by holding a lot of ambition and patience, unlike certain sequels these days. Speaking of science fiction, here's one that's romantic, and that would be Guillermo del Toro's latest opus, The Shape of Water, which has a sort of Beauty and the Beast story, and yet captures you with its beauty, art, and majesty.
He's a wild creature. We can't ask him to be anything else.
Christopher Nolan has done it again with Dunkirk, one of the best war movies I've ever seen, this one focusing on the number one priority of getting the British soldiers off the Dunkirk beaches, and shows us the dangers in fights on land, sea, and air. This is an epic masterpiece.
You didn't happen to drill a little hole in the dentist today, did you?
Of course not.
Huh?
I said, of course not.
Frances McDormand gives her best performance since Fargo in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, the number 2 best film and the best comedy I've seen this year, that proves that beneath all the violence and cursing, it has its heart in the right place.
The Times has 7,000 pages detailing how the White House has been lying about the Vietnam War for 30 years.
This one expands in January, but my favorite movie this year was The Post, the latest masterpiece from Steven Spielberg that focuses on the Washington Post planning to publish the Pentagon Papers, which held lies about the Vietnam War, and it's risky for everyone. This historical drama is filled with ambition and determination, and with an exceptional cast led by Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks, this is one of the best journalism movies I've ever seen.
If you publish,
We'll be at the Supreme Court next week.
Meaning?
Well, we could all go to prison.
Well, there you have it, the 17 best films of 2017. I'll be back next week with reviews of more new movies, including Molly's Game with Jessica Chastain playing her cards right, and Phantom Thread with Daniel Day-Lewis in his last acting job before his retirement. That's next week, and until then, I'm Chris Zweig. You get all my reviews at cjatthemovies.com, and my video reviews are on Facebook and YouTube. Happy holidays, and I'll see you at the movies.